the next one, it says find the measure of each arc. And so remember, guys, arc is a piece of the circle. So for instance, like this circle here, this is an arc because it's a piece of the circle. And so to me, this unit here on your test, use the highlighter key. It's going to help you out a lot, okay? So it says find the measure of each arc of the circle with the center D. So we know D is the center because it's in the middle. We got a diameter. It's very important. Diameter, we should automatically think diameter, it measures 180 because the diameter is half of the circle. So just remember that. So look, here's our diameter. So I know that this here, this half should be 180, and this half should be 180, okay? Because remember, the whole circle adds up to be 360. So those are our key numbers when we're talking about circles, 180 and 360. Diameter, 180. If it's a whole circle, 360. Okay, so let's see what they gave us. It says angle BDC. So guys, remember I told you if they give you 3 letters for an angle, you always look at the middle one. So they're saying angle BDC equals, and that says equal 40 degrees. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and label that. So if we look here, here's our B. I know it's hard to see. So angle BDC. So this angle right here is 40 degrees. Okay? And so before we do anything else, this is what I suggest. You go ahead and find all the measures of the arcs. Okay, so first of all, we need to look at 40 and figure out what kind of angle is 40. Well, I know 40 is in the center, so it's going to be a central angle. And so I'm going to let you know the central angle equals the arc. So that's very important. That's just information we gotta remember. So if this is 40, I know this arc out here is 40. BC. BC is gonna be 40. Okay? Now, remember what we said about this whole thing here is gonna be 180, right? This whole thing here is gonna be 180 because if we use our shade, and when you get on this test, you may not have the cover up, but you can use a sheet of paper and cover up wherever you got a diameter. So you see I covered up 1/2 of the circle. I know from here to there has to be 180 degrees. Okay? So now I'm going to slide this up so we can see this, the other half. And this is all you're doing. You're finding diameters. So if I find a diameter now, I know that from here to there is also 140 all the way around here because it's half of the circle is 180, sorry. I was giving y'all the answer. So, but they told me a piece of the circle already was 40. So how could I figure out this part here? So what I need to do is get my calculator, wrong calculator again, sorry, and do 180 minus the part they gave me. That's like somebody owes you $180, but they pay you $40. How much do they owe you? 140. So we have 140 here. Okay? Because I know if I add 140 and 40, I should get 180. Okay? So now we can answer our questions. This makes it so much easier. It says, what's the measure of arc AB? So we're looking at just AB, and I'm going to use my highlighter to kind of show y'all these. So just AB. So look, I already have it highlighted. Makes it so much easier. I have it labeled. So that's going to be 180. Okay, AC, I'm going to use my highlighter. I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use green. So from A to C. So from A to C. And guys, remember, if it most times gives you 2 letters, it's either going to be a minor arc, meaning it's less than 180, or it's going to be a semicircle. Either or. And semicircle is just half of the circle, which is 180. Okay? So AC, we have it done, is 140. And then they want to know from C to B to A. Well, that's 3 letters. It's a possibility it may be a major arc. So let's start at letter C. So here's C. We're going to go from C to B to A. Okay, and you see all the things we have highlighted? That's what we're going to add to get our answer. So I'm going to write it out. So I see I have 40 highlighted, and I have 180. So, whoa, this is a major arc because it's more than 180. So I'm going to basically put 40 plus 180 into my calculator. And I know it's going to be more than 180. So a major arc. So let's look at these. This was a semicircle, so it was half of the circle. This was a minor, like minor league, because it's smaller. And this is the major, the big boys. They're the ones that make the most money. Okay? And so basically that's what you're looking at. And that's basically what they gave here. And I want you to try these. Remember, when you're doing these, this is 125. This is a central angle. What do we know about this arc? We got 25 over here. What do we know about this arc? So that should help you out. And then also it tells you the diameter. It tells you they have a diameter of EB. So here's your diameter. It separates them. So here to here, how much should it be? And then from here to there, how much should that be? And then work out these here. And guys, just read in order of what the letters start. If they say start at letter C, start at letter C, go to E to B. Just follow directions. That's all you're doing. Okay, because if you look at this one says go to C to B to E. Just follow directions.